Then
Just Lisa and your friend an adventure.
was the one.
Oh, boys and girls, I'm through. I'm through. Ready for this best. And of course, yours true. Just it's to die for. And you're in for an adventure.
Oh, I guess we replaced the one, but it would still have it in the stem dockers, not in goggles drive. So we'll leave that. Unless it over there has the actual original one, maybe. Geek. Maybe Mr. Solid State's drive still has the games folder inside it. So infinite. See? Again, we'll go in there. It does not have it. Be kind of inconvenient that it has to droop down like that at all times. If it were the primary game holder. At least that's why a competitor has all of the TEBs. Your docks, the mullet is the most dead. Misses the stem dock is capable of playing WAVs. Not an infinitely smelting, smoky device. Eh, didn't know it was right there. At least that's why these were to be said. These tubes to be that then they don't have the mechanical parts, so it should be safe from falling. At least an SSD does not have moving parts inside of it. Weird on Guitar 5, this Mario Peds chat a few times and then they never chat ever again in their entire lifespan. There's a version of that has kind of been ruined.
And you're in for the hell.
There. Despite what it says, it's kind of better when it was the original thing. Whatever it's called, a 5.5DD. That's what it says there. It says Extreme 5.5DD. Plus it's supposed to say SSDD, and it's a mix of both of those in one. It's the elaborate smoky stacks. It's in use, it's also not in use at all. surely necessity would be safer against being unplugged. It's not the one that has to deal with a moving thingy. Didn't even make a sound. It's basically just a really upgraded, better version of Flash Drive. Y'all should just imagine if we made them do some idea like that. So, if they had a whole lot of those, and then they'd feed all of those with a single hobby of some source, like the fuel and the thing that they cook, then it would be faster. Also. Maybe power needs to go up, not just be very low forever. It's not very ideal when we're going to go somewhere and its power's low. It was too slow to show those errors. Linux competitor. You guys Linuxes are unable to open a web and then play it. Must there be a media player that can do it? Glass and glass holes on the wall can do it straight out of the box. All the cooked food will come in really fast. We need more. So if they were to make something like that to be giant and filter through a bunch of things.
There's a gun store on the way to. This about to get bad.
For some reason, Fatsy, Watsy sounds normal. Maybe file wasn't very right. lusty enough. I guess now they'll constantly fill faster than the burn aces are cooking them. Just simple if we made them make millions of hoppers in a tower going up like that. If every single one of them chained together, then they'll cook. Then they can make something like that on top of them to feed them the ingredient, and then one on the side to feed them fuel. And then they could. Maybe there'd have to be a central one higher than those. But if they'll do that idea, then maybe it'll require a whole lot of jumping tools. So maybe they'd have to have something like that as the example. That's because of fuzzle sauce. It just kind of seems like the best approach should just be to make a whole lot more of that. Or something simpler. That might be harder than it looks. Make something like that.
And you're in for one it's to die for. It's to die for. And you're in for one it's to die for. And of course, it's true. I'm still it's to die for. And you're in for one
Now it's original. May not be the actual real thing, but as best as it possibly could, fully reconstructed to sound like the original.
Who are you?
It's a wandering scatward. He has no alpacas with him.
It's to die for. It's to die for. It's to. And you're in for that. And you're in for that. It's to die for. I'm through. And you're in for that. It's to die for. It's to. I'm through.
Death waypoints need to last longer.
And you're in for that. Peace, I'm through. It's to die for.
There keeps being missing items appearing now, so then whatever those even were supposed to be. Now that the world's in the realm, there's more that we've seen. Yes, and add-ons were applied as an equity of manually reading. Perhaps an inventory manager should now be added to. Also, because if custom add-ons can be applied to the realm, like, well, if a compiler had add-ons, because if it could apply its own to that realm, of course it can. Yay. So that means it can apply its own advantage as add-ons to even have the console take advantage of them. Maybe since those potions always come commonly due to those cages, or even those potions should just be removed.
To God, stone. It's to God, and control that.
Yay, harming should. Sneaky. Big. Be kind of chunky with that game hard. It would be kind of personal with those do it that one player is so very supported. So definitely is way too many potions in there. Yeah, it's potions. Tons of because they went into there. Something actually had to deal with the cage. The place definitely sure seems like it had quite a good story behind it. Oh, it looks like it's done. Yeah, time for it to go off now. And unplug. Here. Ah, good times this computer. Although it seems that with Windows 10, it actually has lots of handy options. But in Windows 11, they made File Explorer become very simplified and boring. And all it's cool for is having tabs, but that's it.
What are you waiting for? Let's go.
So it looks like this compiler has another drive, simply called recovery, so it'll let itself out. Big Thing's voice box turns into a bunch of instant. Poor little tank and his voice box disintegrated. I should definitely not make it updates turning off. Also, when we are going to turn the competitor off, we would, well, hit that and then select the thing that says shuts down, and then because of simply holding a power button to make a compiler turn off will actually avoid updating it. Or maybe when the compiler then turns on, it will update automatically if it does not do that. But then because if there actually is a way to avoid updating it entirely so that it can stay outdated forever. Sure. It being offline, it will still keep it from wanting to update. So yummy quantity add-ons. Straight out of the old competitor. Just what I want. Yeah. There's what kind of juicy loose is inside of there. Yucky lucky. Yucky is lucky. That farming potion didn't even do anything to them. There's things about the weapons look like mince wrap weapons. The olden days where we wouldn't really care at all about customizing that game. It sure was kinda good when we used to do it. It's your boy, Ice King. Yay. So maybe I should put on about maybe a song. Turns out it's not. Why would it be? Then there goes the wandering Scatward and his minions again. Goons. Whatever he wants to bring his goons to you. So hopefully there is one about the kid looking like Buzzless. The wandering Scatward and his goons. Meanwhile, in Red Dead, when there's the peds that are referred to as goon. So the haste effect does make them break faster. Hey, lookity looks. It has to be. It's because there's the image used to have. Yeah, really good. I was all the wall things. Even says quantity, so there. Even had music all on it. So There it is. Finally, the original one. So it doesn't even need to recreate it anymore. It's super great how a preserved story finally was found again. A bit more wood in there. So saps should be saved rather than thrown away. A wandering Scatward and his goons came to lurk around in the darkness over there. Of course they would. Oh, wouldn't they do that? The real question is so why they would possibly not do that. It's never about why they do it, it's about why they wouldn't do it. A desert grass. I kind of need all the desert grass. Without the desert grr part. Who has a collection of quantity era add-ons, but now there is the real one. Their date being none other than quantity. Golden age right there. So there, now I could make it have the old L44 and have all those old bonds, and then boom, the old game as we knew it back in the days, before ever getting the first gaming laptop. Sponges, that's not sponges. Guess I'm gonna be serious about what he sells. Fall for his scams, of course. They don't even have orange flower, so yeah, good steal right there. Well, the wandering scat word was actually handy for once in his life. Poor scat words, they're not all able to sleep in their cozy beds at night. Some of them have to watch guard of all the other sleepers that are lucky sleeping in their beds. And then there's Spooky Flower opened up. Spooky Night Flower. Perhaps it's time to get some more of them. More spooky flowers. There's the add-on that made her be the bald person who has no fuzz on his head at all. So in the olden days, I just made it have a collection of everything all in one folder instead of organizing them like in the modern days. Oh, so long they make orange dyes. So there kind of was no need to have the orange flower, but it's good to have an extra flower type at least. It'd be good if Robo could make some kind of thing, if possible, that could read all those Vidos and get like the Vidos, I bet VPKs, and then see what the add-ons names are and then name them that. So of course there it is. Yay. So, great. So now there's also that for those good old days. It can finally be the original model of the kid looking like the fall teacher. Ballsless. What about workshop is what was currently being used in the Golden Age. But seriously, not made movies look like real. Why wouldn't that be done to that game? It's your boy we're talking about, which is you, Sanic. You know what I did to that game? You know the way I made that game look? Cold and shivery. Especially for all the items were wireframe-ish. Too bad the add-ons in that game eat up so much storage, though. It's disgusting. So far, it looks like there's not that on the Jokies music being over 30 music. But I don't really know what the picture of it was. Oh, it showed of the Jokey wearing a Yeehaw hat. Now I remember that cat is the subject of the video we watched recently at life as the hat and the cat. Of course, Robo could make a thingy-majiggy that would search through all the VPKs and for every specified directory in the file. Like when it was told to do it with models, it's of course could just do it with sounds them find the jokey music if it
Andy.
exists. Maybe it should compress all of those. Since there is two giants. If they break all of them and they get the speedy braking effect, then blocks will break faster. That's why the effects don't show up anymore these days. Even that game, the competitor, it says like effects don't show icons anymore for some reason. Now they broke faster than they could regrow. Yay. All they need to do is break some cuboids in there. Speaking of cuboids, that's what we have to eat. Of course, there's all the things that made the zombies, like the cheesy characters. They probably have too many sticks now. Sticks and stones. It just happens it has add-ons about the wee wee rabbit and the fox that were in there. Just as now we've seen all that. Like he needs to save. The idea that's that game had been running for all those hours. It's just fine and will never freeze or anything. You guys know how much stress it puts on the competitor to run the game anyways. You guys know how much memory it consumes and how hot the competitor gets and also how loud it is if it's the only thing that was active. The CPU is, of course, kind of high-ish, sort of, with it. And cookie jar human is one lucky dog. Due to his very location. Plus the way the and cookie jar looks while where he is. He is the meaning of lucky sauce. There's also the add-on that made weapons sound like none other than Guitar 5 weapons. They had about blinking effect. Eh. Missing textures. You know, when the competitor gets weaker. Good to know that with that, as the freeing up memory is just the thing that will delete gigs out of none other than the RAM. You know, and I'll never dare to touch anything like that with the desktop competitor. Because at this point, the desktop competitor is like an absolute trophy to me. It entered dog water mode. What he can go.
Hey, Sam. Hey, how's it going? You know what? You should see a doctor for that shit. All right.